Welcome to the watch along for So Spurs. Pop us in the comments your questions. Interesting lineup. Jed Spence with his second. Oh, I got the wrong. There you go. Let me put the right speaker on. That's better. So it's a good lineup, I think, considering the injury crisis. Welcome, Wayne. How you doing? Good morning, guys. Worst possible start time. Just about to start work. So you'll miss the game. Oh, gutted for you, mate. But still, it's, I think, a good lineup. Jed Spence's second start in his whole career in the Premier League. So good on Jed. I know a lot of people feel like Ange hasn't given him a chance, but come on, he's had 5 managers now, and his two only starts have come from Ange Postecoglou. So he can't be locking him out the dressing room that much, can he? But it's turn that volume down. But it's a good lineup, I think. What do you make of the lineup? Any changes you would make personally? I think personally it's a decent one. Sonny had a good breakaway there at the start of the game. Laid it off to Kulusevski, and we probably should have scored there. But there you go. It's going to be a tight game, we know. Is this more important? No spoilers, Jim. Oh, are you behind me? Are you behind me in this game? Hyper Noise, good to see you, mate. Love to see you. It's a. I wouldn't say it's a must-win, would you? But it's definitely a kind of fixture that if we were to pull off a win tonight, I think it would take a lot of pressure off the league form. And it's one of those seasons where, given the injuries, given where we are in our squad rebuild with a very young squad, it would almost make more sense right now just to say, look, I'll accept that I'm going to be somewhere in the top. Hey, Rick, good to see you, mate. Accept a place in the top half of the Premier League, but really double down on a cup and go for that cup victory this year. That's how I would take it. And I think it's very different to someone like Erik Ten Hag winning an FA Cup, but seeing pure regression in the Premier in the league. With us, I think we know the progression's there in the Premier League. The underlying stats show that. So it's a cup win would mean more to the fans than anything else. And it's interesting to see Maddison back in a deep position tonight. He's a player who's had a lot of amazing moments against teams we'd think, you should beat. You say that. You shouldn't beat anyone. You hope to beat anyone. There's no one you deserve to beat. And I think this is the type of game where we'd love to see Madders show up in a game like this today, because it's a game that's good run by Jed Spencer on the left. Well, he's given away a foul there, but it was a really good run. And let's really hope this Jed era works out. Hey, Barney, good to see you, mate. And good to see you, Peter. Wonderful breakfast start in Sydney, eh? What are you having for breakfast, Peter? What's on the menu? Rick says, big defensive in midfield, might have gone with Johnson on the right. I agree, but at the same time, Man United are playing on the counter today, right? They'll play a low block approach, and you've got to be careful. You've got to have the right midfielders there to counter that as well. So we're not the most physical side, especially without Romero and Van der Ven. Everything we can get right now is key. It is some work stuff is going off. It's year end for me at work. I'm not sure if anyone else here works in sales of some kind, but yes, it's it's the key pivotal point of the year. I've got I can't actually show you this because it's got I think you'll have to show beer on podcast, but I've got my little Rangers cup today from when I went to the Rangers versus Spurs game. Come on. So far it looks like a pretty even half. I think Spurs are the only one with a clear-cut chance. So far, we're completely out of rotation options. I've listened to quite a few build-up podcasts from Man United fans, and there's just a massive sense of arrogance from them that they really want to beat them. And that arrogance has come from them just not understanding our situation at all, just not understanding the level of injuries we've got, just not understanding, where we are in our rebuild, them looking down on us and saying that, a club our size shouldn't be able to beat them. And it's made me really, really, really want to beat them. Them as well, thinking players like Eriksen left Spurs in their prime, and I'm like, no, we had them in their prime. We sold them in the dog years, and now you're stuck with them. It's the equivalent of you buying Edgar David, and saying that was his prime. No, we bought him at the end of his era, like you have. High challenge there from Bruno Fernandes on Pedro Porro. Calls for a yellow card. It was not given, but it's a free kick to Spurs. If anyone asks, that's an apple juice, because YouTube demonetized you if it's not. So it's definitely apple juice. Good running from Solanke as always. The question, Shafay, good to see you, my friend. Howard, good to see you too. Hypernoise, Madders versus Ericsson. It is the example of the new 10 versus the old. Good coffee, Jim. That's it, Peter. It is a coffee. It's a diluted cold coffee in a glass with Tottenham versus Rangers written on it. You're quite right. What are you guys' score predictions, by the way? Are we going for a Spurs win? Are we that confident? It's definitely Man United they won the El Sacico, if you can count it as a win for them. Ericsson drives forward. He passes it out to Hodgland. It's back to Ericsson. He's pushing it out right now. They're on the edge of our box. Back to Ericsson. They're on the attack here. I just want to see how this attack finishes up. We're going back. Okay, they're pushed all the way back to Maguire. And they're working it back to Martinez. Yeah, okay, they've completely lost momentum. We pushed them back outside. They were close there, and we really drove them out with a good pressure there. And we've won back the throw. Archie Gray deserves a lot of credit, though, doesn't he? For 18 years old to have been forced into playing central midfield, right back, and centre back in Premier League games when we're telling other amazing prospects like Berryval and others like Yang's coming in now, to be in the Premier League, you've got to be ready. And Spence, it takes time. You've got to be ready. Archie Gray got that trust off the bat. And I don't think you get that trust off the bat unless you're doing something special. It's ginger ale. That's right. It is ginger ale. It is a ginger ale. Who likes my ginger ale in my Tottenham versus Rangers glass there with the Europa League little logo on top? You can see it. It's a nice glass of ginger ale. I know, YouTube, that's not an alcoholic drink. It is a soft drink. I'm so tired of Sky constantly cutting to Levy. Yeah, they're trying to force a bit of an agenda there at the moment. There's definitely noise in the crowd that's the loudest it's ever been. And that is because 3 or 4, if you don't know, basically, there's basically 3 or 4 different groups who want a change in ownership for different reasons, or want change, not necessarily a change in ownership, but a change at the club. You've got Return of the Shelf, and they're all about increased atmosphere, because what happens when we moved the stadium, all the hardcore goes counter-attack from Man United. Pedro Porro cuts it out, corner to Man United though. Return of the Shelf, all about getting the core supporters back together in a congested part of the stadium and creating atmosphere every game. So great work to them. And they had permission to do this from the club, but they fell out with the football club. And therefore, they're quite staunchly against the owners at the moment, and they want to force some change. You've got Save Our Seniors, who are against price hikes on senior season ticket holders, and they want to obviously bring back concessions that are in place to make it cheaper. Okay, so corner to Man United right now. Let's just see how this goes. Oof. Martinez. Okay, it's out for a Tottenham goal kick. Good. Sweep the scramble in the box. So you've got Save Our Citizens, Save Our Seniors, you've got Return of the Shelf, and you've got your kind of classic. There's a group of, I think you'd say, hardcore anti-ENIC owners who just don't like the owners and want them gone. No matter what you say, they want them gone. And then there's a group of fans who say we should, I'm not completely against you, but unless you start spending more on players' wages and upping our wage bill, being more competitive, I'm going to temporarily stand against you. And for the first time, I think all those fans have come together and they've finally found a song, at least they all agree with. So they've all gone to this new song about not wanting Levy and loving Kulusevski instead. And that's created more noise than it has before. Sean Laguna Slayer. Legend, my friend. Supporting the show as always. Keeping us afloat. keeping us growing, getting us our great guests. Thank you, Sean. And looking forward to bringing you on at half time, hopefully, in your outfit. If people don't know Sean, regular to the show, he's a hero. Name says it all, but he works in the acting industry, and you'll see at half time his outfit is brilliant. It's for his throat because he's talking constantly. What are you saying? Oh, ginger ale, yeah, it's for my throat. Sean the Guinness Slayer. He's a legend in the Hyper Noise. And thanks for coming on as well, Hyper Noise, last week. Man United seem to be in the ascendancy at the moment. Drag us in there with a very strong tackle in our box against Anthony. It's fallen out to their midfield. Who's got it now? It's back to Martinez. They're in our third of the pitch. And to the right, where Eriksen seems to be playing. It's funny seeing Eriksen in a 14 shirt. It's Man United at the moment. We seem to be preserving some energy at the moment. It's definitely a game where Ange spoke before that we've got a lot of fatigue in the side, and you can see it there. Great tackle by Archie Gray there. Wins the ball in our third. It was meant to be a counter from Man United, but it was a good tackle there. Yeah, I'd say overall we started best in the first 10 minutes, but since first 5 minutes, since it's been more Man United, we definitely look quite tired. Ugarte and Eriksen are playing central midfield. Mazraoui is playing right. Mazuri, sorry. And Dalot is playing left wing. So it's definitely a weakened side for Man United. Anthony's playing behind Højlund. Euro's playing right wing back. Lindelof centre back and Martinez left centre back. So and they're also resting their goalkeeper as well. So it's definitely a weakened Man United side. Oh, Sonny's on the attack. Sonny's on the attack. Oh, Sonny was just in that position there, you know, where he used to just curl it into the top corner outside the box every time, left or right foot, and just completely skied it. As long as Levy puts hands in pocket for the right players. I agree. It's not about how much you spend, it's how you spend it. Ironically, our most expensive players have often been our worst players. You've got Ndombele, who was on 200 grand a week and a record signing, was terrible. Lo Celso was a letdown. Sanchez was a letdown. And our best players have actually been the cheaper ones. They've been, you know, your Dele Allis, your Heung-min Sons, Toby Alderweireld, Jan Vertonghen. These guys want to. Oh, Sarr wins the ball in midfield, lays it off to Sonny. Sonny's on the counter. It's down to Sarr. Oh, intercepted on the edge of the box. We've won it back though. Good high pressure. Maddison has the ball. Beats man. Free kick to Tottenham. Right, free kick to Spurs. 40 yards out. This is quite a key position here. This is a key position here. Come on, Spurs. Ginger ale for my throat. And my dinner, guys. I haven't had time for dinner tonight. Maddison taking the free kick. Looking at his teammates saying, sure you want me to take this, which is complete opposite to what he normally does. Plays it short to Son. Son looks at Anthony. He passes it back to Bissouma. Bissouma to Porro, takes a shot. Oh! Oh! Yes! Get in there! Solanke with the goal. Porro with a long range shot. Parried out to Solanke, who hits it in. Get in there. All from that free kick. It was a free kick from Maddison, who passed it down to Sonny. Kicks it in to about the 40-yard zone outside the centre of the goal. So we're watching it again. Here we go. Maddison plays it short to Son. He stares down Anthony. He doesn't take him on. Instead, he passes it back out to Bissouma. He passes it back out to Pedro Porro, who's facing the goal, 40 yards out, central zone. Hits it, great strike, parried by the goalkeeper, and Solanke goes to hit it in from about 12 yards out. Get in there. Solanke looked onside to me. I think it's being checked, but it looked onside to me. Come on, Spurs. Get in there. This is a game bigger than a league game for me. Go on. Get in there. Sean Tunas. Well done, Spurs. Who so far hasn't been the right player? Well, I don't think anyone's been a bad player so far today. It's been a good performance by all the players. I'll just make a shout out to Howard. How are you, my friend? Right. Man United, it's obviously allowed the goal. Everything's going ahead. So, yes, get in there. The camera planned because Man United obviously dropped their first choice goalkeeper tonight, and taking a risk by dropping Anana, and it didn't look to pay off there because I think that was a particularly weak bit of goalkeeping, if I'm being honest. No, there was no VAR. Goal was a goal in it. No, there is no VAR. It's a League Cup. You're right. I'm just so used to there being VAR. When I see all the replays and then panning on a player, you think it's there, but there is no VAR in the League Cup, which is why Arsenal were through, unfortunately, because they would have been out if it wasn't for VAR last week. Yesterday. Who so far hasn't been the right player? I think all of Ange's signings have had an impact, to be honest, Barney. Not to your question. I think they've all added value. I think a couple have been added less value than we'd hoped, but they've still been good. But I think they've all matched their valuation of what we paid for them. Oh, there's a Man United counter-attack there. Nearly. It's a throw into Man United right at the end of the pitch towards our goal on the counter then. No, I think they've all improved the squad. I would say there's a couple of players that we expected a bit more consistency from. Those being, I think Madders has been wonderful on his day, but lacked a little bit of consistency, especially in the games where we're 2-0 down, you're fighting for something, and you're looking at this player of Maddison who's got a magic wand of a foot, and you're saying, go on, bring us back into the game. And just hasn't quite been there yet with Madders. But overall, I think all the signings we've signed have definitely added value. Players like Brennan Johnson have received a bit of criticism from time to time, but you can't lie with the stats don't lie, right? 12 goals and 6 assists or around that for him, and you're not even halfway through the season. That's great numbers. You can't complain. All the players have added value that Ange has signed so far, in my opinion, and it's been a massive step up on the recruitment that we had before. And a shout out to Dragusin as well. I think it goes to show why it's so important we signed that really good third choice centre back. The question on everyone's lips really is, does he deserve to have a start over Romero? He's a different type of player. He's not as good on the ball, but he certainly has played well and deserves a shout. That's a very gassy ginger ale. It is, Howard. It is. I had to get through my dinner rather quickly to get on here in time. So yes, but that's all on track now. All on track. You shouldn't be hearing any more gassy ginger ale. Cool. So yeah, now we're looking on the right-hand side of the pitch. Man United are making an attack. It is Mazaroy on the right. They're right back at the moment, taking on the right with Ericsson. And it's a free kick to Man United. I love it when they pan to ex-Man United players in the box and they look absolutely shell-shocked that, how can Tottenham Hotspur be beating me on Man United? So I'm thinking about the summer signings and looking at them from another angle. Maybe Ange is trying to play a replica of the class of 92, says Hypernoise, with his youth players. I think there's a mix of his hand being slightly forced by the club, but also knowing that it's the right thing to do at the same time, and knowing that we can't. Oh wait, here we go. Tap Man United on the right. Oh, Archie Gray, great defending there. Great defending by Archie Gray. Who was that? It was Anthony on the right hand side. Tried to beat him. Tried to win a penalty, but Archie Gray stood tall and won it back. It's now back to Ericsson though, and they're passing it back. Okay, it's gone back to Maguire. It's safe now. Yeah, so it's definitely a case of, I think, the club changing transfer strategy. Langer has said that the club wants to be the home of, youth football and talent around the globe, and that's why we're focusing on that. But Ange has bought into it, right? He's saying, I'll do it. And I was just Hamish Carton, who came on our pod the other week, who covered Ange at Celtic, was saying Ange makes you feel like he's here forever, even though he's here for the short term, and he'll always make decisions that are best for the club in the long term. And I think these long-term signings are exactly that. And he's giving these players minutes and getting on with it and using them. He's an ideal manager when you've got young players you're trying to build through. And you look at Celtic now, right? And Rodgers is doing a good job, but a lot of people would say he's still riding off the core that Ange built, because he built a team that was designed to have longevity at Celtic, and they're getting great results as a result. So let's hope he does that at Spurs as well. Right, Spurs building out from the back now. Yves Bissouma has the ball in the box. He's just passed it out to, Man United have won the ball hard pitch. Bruno Fernandes has the ball. They've played it into our box. Eriksen with a shot. Oh, it's gone. Cleared. 6 yards out. That was nearly a goal there. Porro heads it clear. Jed Spencer's the ball. Well done, Tottenham. Well done, Spurs.
James.
Mm-hmm.
Got your ball.
It's Man United now on the attack. Counter-attack. It's 2-on-3. Sarr goes down. Is it a foul by Sarr? Sarr gets a yellow card. So it was an attack, counter-attack by Man United. They hoofed it upfield. Sarr brought down Fernandes. I'd say that's a dive, isn't it? Dive from Fernandes. It was just like, I'm not sure that was a dive actually, but yeah, it was a counter attack. That goalkeeper just hoofed it long, and yeah, Sarr took him out. Next expense for the goal kick, for the free kick on the edge of our box. Right, Eriksen to take it. Come on, Eriksen. Be the Eriksen we had at the end of your career, where you hit your first man every time. Come on. Tell you what, guys, in the comments, if you could take any one Man United, or Eriksen takes a free kick. Oof, over. It's fine. If you could take one Man United squad player, put him in the Spurs team, which one would that be? None really stand out too much to me. I don't look at their side and think, there's a certain player that I just feel. I guess right now maybe one of their centre backs, because we cover there, but maybe Martinez as an upgrade to Davies. I don't know. Tough one. Basuma wins the ball. So Ahmed. Sarr is a little prone to a yellow card. He is indeed. He is indeed, Rick. Oh, Spence wins the ball. What? That's got to be a foul to us. Yes. Spence, brilliant there. Yellow card to Man United as well for Mazraoui. Spence completely caught him off guard and intercepted the ball there. Yeah. Lemmy. Blockhead. Not sure what you mean by that, mate. Lego head? Oh, you mean Maguire? Madison's going to take a free kick with one now. Amrin looks frustrated on the touchline. Sonny to Kulusevski. He turns. Oh! Kulu on the ball, beat his man, had a shot from about 10 yards out, but it was saved. Oh, Kulu, that could have gone in. It was a great play by Kulu. It was Maddison played it short to Son. Son then passed it into Kulu in the box. Beats Fernandez and has a shot. Centre left. Yeah, Spence dribbling is class. Hyper Noise. That's definitely the strength he brings. He can dribble out the back better than Udoki. I think he's better on the ball. Oh, Spence again. He's having a brilliant game at left back. The ball was going out there. He slid in there and laid it off perfectly. Oh, off to Sonny. Well done, Spence. And to Kulusevski. Kulusevski's in the box, in the Man United box. Kulu's got 3 men on him there. Bissouma passes it back to Gray. Back into Sarr. Back to Dragusin. So we're back in our own half now. Passing it back to the goalkeeper. Forced to pass it back to Gray. He's having a good game today. Back to Maddison. Back to Spence. Spence drives forward with the ball. Beautiful run again. Spence is so good running forward with that ball. But a poor pass from Porro. But Spence wins it back. As does Sarr. Great play, boys. Battling for the ball there in the middle. Well done. Spurs have got the ball back under control there. We nearly lost control of the game there, but we got it back. Lovely passing indeed. Well done, boys. Well done, boys. Right, Maddison's got the ball deep. He's definitely going to get deeper. When Maddison plays deep, I feel like he's most effective when he does his runs into the box out of nowhere. They've outcrowded us in the central midfield. Won the ball back. Spurs. Spurs. Gray takes on Hoyland. Man United are on the attack now. Pushed it back. It's not been the best game in terms of attacking quality, I'm not going to lie. It's not been bad. It's just been a bit meh. I feel like if we didn't have our injuries and we had a similar strength squad to what we normally would, Spurs would be cruising. But as a result, it's going to be a really tough game just because we don't have the sub options or the fit players to really press them with intensity. I feel if you push this side and press this Man United side, you get a lot of mistakes out of them. Okay, Man United on the edge of our box here. We just poor pass out. Well done. Dragusin clears. Down to Martinez. I'm trying to build it out from the back now. Man United pass the ball back to... Is that Fernandez? Yeah. Fernandez has the ball. Back to Ugarte. To Yoro. Martinez. And they're back in their own half again. So, I mean, it's not exactly the best game. What would be a Czech or German ginger beer? Oof. Oh, shit. Oh, well blocked. Ooh. Well, I suppose. Was Man United attack there? So I forgot. Okay. Anthony missed the ball. What would be my German or Czech or German ginger beer? I'm not really that into German beers, to be honest. I find them a bit they're too clean, for a word. They're too good. Like, they're so well made. They're almost too clean. There's not enough substance in there. There's really nice pilsners, but yeah, not really my thing. I don't like a lager with a frothy head. I like a good old dark English ale. That's just me. Right, we're on the attack now. And we'll pass it all back to the goalkeeper. It feels like both sides are playing this really safe. The stats are up, right? Spurs have had 4 shots, Man United 2. Spurs have had 3 shots on target to Man United's none. We've had 7 touches in their box. They've had 9 in ours, and we've had slightly more possession. I missed the possession stats there. Let's see match stats. We've had it's 52% Man United, 48% Spurs. So a close possession game. We're definitely playing with a lot less intensity than we have in other recent games. But there you go. Come on, Spurs. Porro's shots, though, they're just like, I've been on the fence of Porro for on many occasions and been like, no, maybe he's not defensively good enough, etc., etc. But his shots are just powerful, aren't they? Kulusevski crossed it in. Oh, Man United clear. Fence is playing so well. Do they have a separate? Yeah, it's Madders has been pretty ineffective this game, and this is kind of the game where I know it's not fair to be like, oh, one player is dragging down the whole team. It's because one player is not playing well, but Maddison is the type of player you expect to unpick the lock in a game like today and be the difference. And it's a game like today when he's being ganged up on. He's got 2 players on him, and instead of kind of getting on with it, he's just waving his arms in the air all the time, looking for protection from the referee. It's just a little bit frustrating to watch. Porro wins more goals than he loses, as Rick, and I agree. And Max Ginger Beer is out. I do love a ginger beer. Oh, great ball out to Porro. Lovely ball out to Son. Lovely. Oh, collected by their keeper. It was solely perfect. I'm a farmer's son. I've spent many years doing the harvest in the tractors, and my dad would always meet me mid-harvest in a hot day, and he'd come with a nice can of ginger beer and say, that's yours with your cheese and pickles sandwich. And that's what we had for our lunch. And it was back in the day, I used to think it was so rubbish that during my school. Oh, go on, Kulusevski! Kulu! Go on, Kulu! Oh! Kulu squared it 3 yards out, and they nearly scored an own goal there. Oh my God, Kulu wins the ball about 3 yards out. He crosses it, and Martinez clears it, but he solely scores an own goal. He panics. Nearly scores an own goal there. Oh. So yeah, I used to have my morning, Terry. Good to see you, mate. So I had my ginger beer and my pickle sandwich doing the harvest in the morning on the farm. In the afternoon, on the farm. And it was bloody lovely. I used to think this sucks. Everyone else has got, oh my God, everyone else is off on their holidays enjoying themselves, and I'm stuck working in fields. And now those days are gone, I miss them. I think that was so lovely being able to spend your summer holidays working on the farm, and what I'd give to be doing that again. Right, corner to Spurs. Oh, our players are getting called up for apparently being too physical in the box. Why don't you go look at Arsenal, guys? See what they're up to, rather than accusing us of doing that. Spurs. Corner. Go on. Out to Basuma. Slanky. Oh, penalty. No, waved away by the referee. I thought it was a penalty on Slanky there. Balls one back by Basuma. Drives forward, Porro. Another shot. Ooh. Quite wide. I go, ooh, just give him a drama there, but it was pretty wide. But Slanky, you know what? I think with VAR, that would have been reviewed. It wasn't a pen, but I think it would have been reviewed. It was close. It wasn't like, it was like, oh God, Basuma wins the ball back. Crossed in to Son, shoot. Oh, Sonny, we're 6 yards out. Come on. Sonny, what happened to the old you, my friend? The old Sonny. Right, Spurs drive the ball forward again. Back to Porro. Back to Sarr. Back to Basuma. Basuma's actually having a good game today, which is good to see as well. Right, Man United won the ball in their own half. They're countering now. It's down to Fernandes, who's clear on goal. Fernandes is clear on goal. He completely screwed that up, and we win the ball back. Kulusevski's back to challenge. Right, Fernandes is back on the edge of our box. Basuma, Slanky clears. They're on the edge of our box now. Yoro's got the ball. Maguire. Oh. They had a speculative effort. 40-odd yards out. Spurs with the ball. Interesting to see that just 10 minutes ago, Man United had the majority of possession. Now Spurs have swung it back to 52% possession, which is nice to see. Come on, Spurs. Just a reminder to our regular watchers, if you want to join the members WhatsApp group with myself, Hypernoise, Rick, Shafay, and many others, Stu, Johnny are in there, Si, Howard. You can just click join on the YouTube and you help keep the show alive for $1.99 a month. Help us fund our awesome guests. I've got Flav coming on next month, hopefully. I was meant to get back to him a month ago because he was due to come on, but I cancelled him coming on because it was in that era where we were really having a bad run of games, and thought it was a waste to have him on during that kind of time. And I've recently been on his pod. I just felt better to let to now. We said Rob Daly on. I've had to take down that episode of Rob because I may have revealed a bit too much the club wasn't delighted about, so I had to take that down. But I'll bring it back up and edit out those bits that I wasn't allowed to share. Or level 2 at 299, you're quite right. And I've recently, well, all I'm going to say is a special new content is coming. And you will see when it arrives over the next few weeks, particularly in the transfer window. That will be exclusive to the members and no one else. Right, Spurs counter to, I'm 60 level 2 members, sorry. Madison lays it off to Son, to Solanke, and it's cleared. Referee today is John Brooks. He's been all right for us, hasn't he? Don't really have any complaints with him. Who else have we got playing today in the League Cup? Right, back to Dragusin in our own half. Pass it forward to Solanke, to Basuma. Basuma carries the ball forward to Son on the left. Sonny pass in the middle to Madison. Madison space. Madison falls. Oh, Madison, you slipped just at the wrong moment. I think Madison was through there and he just slipped at the wrong moment. Unlucky. I said it was a good run, to be fair. It was a good run. Right, back out to the right. About 40 yards out. Pedro Porro swings it in. Oh, it was just intercepted by Lindelof there. Right, back to Spence. We're still attack. Spurs on the attack. On the edge of the box. Back to Sarr. Back to Basuma. Sarr again. We're still about 50 yards out. Now back forward about 20 yards out. Madison. Kulusevski in the box here. Madison. Is Madison going to have a shot? To Son. Is he going to have a shot? Is he going to have a shot? Is he going to have a shot? To Kulusevski. Ah, ball's cleared. Ball is cleared. Hypernoise, you legend. And on that note, Sir Hypernoise says, hit that like button. Because if you do, it does some weird thing to the algorithm and boosts the hell out of our video and helps us out massively. And thank you for that donation, Hypernoise. Legend, mate. Appreciate that. Very kind of you. All right, it's Man United on the attack now. They're in our half. Højlund has the ball. He's driving forward. He's just reached the edge of the box. He's laid it left to Bruno Fernandes. He's gone into the edge of the penalty area and he's passed it wide to Eriksson. And Ball goes out for a goal kick, fortunately. If any of you are coming on at half time, I will put the link in. It'll be good to see you at half time and talk through the game so far. That's a members only thing. So, yeah, if you remember, you'd like to come on, I'd love to catch up with you again. It's always nice to speak to you guys. Right, Man United have the ball again now. Spurs have the majority of possession in this game. We've definitely had the better chances, but the game is very much alive and well for both sides. Man United push forward. Who is their number? Oh, it's Yoro. Yeah, number 50. Come on, Spurs. Man United still on the attack. Anthony on the right. Crosses it here. Cross flank to Fernandez. Oh, I thought they were going to score then. It was cross right into Mazraoui. And I thought it was going to go in, but it didn't, fortunately. But both sides are very much in this. Okay. A big thanks to Sean. Oh yeah, thanks for sharing how they get on the stream, guys. If you want to share that in the members WhatsApp, please do and help each other out. I'm not sure we can share in the comments here without getting in trouble. Archie Gray is so good, Shafay, mate. I know people are like, oh, we shouldn't sign these teenagers. But honestly, at the end of the season, if you went to get Archie Gray, you'd be talking 70 million quid. I wouldn't accept an offer for less than 70, 80 million quid. And we got him for what, 30? So it goes to show the benefit. In 1 year, you have that level of upside. And by then, he's beyond us. By then, he's going to a Man United. He's going to a Man City. So you've got to get ahead of the curve there. What a player, though. He's not even a centre-back, and he's better than most Premier League centre-backs. 18-year-old boy who plays central midfield is already better than a professional from Real Madrid like Sergio Reguilon in his own position. It's just crazy. And like players like Reguilon, they're not bad footballers. They're still really good. To be that level already at his age is just sublime. Sonny looks determined as always, but God, do we need to win a trophy with him before he goes? If it's his last major season as a starter, winning this cup with him would just be such a nice thing to have. Lindelof is down injured by the looks of it, hopefully coming off. We may have some half-time guests in the boys. I will keep you posted on that. I think Lindelof's going to be injured. How is Johnny Evans still a professional footballer? I mean, he was bloody useful for Man United. He was kind of like that Ben Davies, wasn't he? He was that useful senior pro, and he's coming on now. But how old is Johnny Evans now? Johnny Evans. How old are you? You must be nearly 40. 36. I mean, model pro. God, not that long, but yeah. Come on, Spurs. Streams playing up to Howard. Howard, I will tell you this. At the moment, all that's happening is the players are all dragging down the clock. Johnny Evans has come on for an injured Lindelof and Amrin just pacing the corner of the touchline like an angry tiger because there hasn't been a great performance by his side. But look, we look also pretty tired, as we are tired. But Jed Spence has been really good, as has Archie Gray, I'd say so far. We seem to be running down the clock now. Do indeed. Don't worry about it, Howard. Come on, Spurs. Right. Ball back to Man United defenders. Johnny Evans passes it to Yoro, who passes it to what's his name? Mazraoui. Back to Mazraoui again. And back to Mazraoui, is driving forward. Basuma wins the ball back, but he clears it to Højlund, who passes it to Fernandes. Fernandes attacking the box to Eriksson, cleared by Archie Gray. Is it a handball by Spurs? Is it a handball by Spurs? No, there's no VAR, so it's not a handball by Spurs. Little attack there from Man United. I think that'll be half time. 10 seconds left of the half. Come on, Spurs. See it out. Right, Man United attacking, pushing the box. They're looking for a goal here. Eriksson passes it out to Fernandes. Fernandes passes it back to Yoro. Mazraoui. It's got to be end of the half. It is end of the half. It's 1-0 Tottenham. I'd say Tottenham had the better half so far. If we look at the stats so far in this game, let's refresh those now. Tottenham Hotspur with 53% possession versus Man United's 47%. Tottenham with 6 shots versus Man United's 5. Most crucially, Tottenham with 3 shots on target versus Man United's 0. Tottenham with 18 touches inside the box, level with Man United with 18 inside the box. Man United's goalkeeper having to make 2 saves, Forster not having to make a single one so far. Both sides with 5 fouls apiece, and Man United with slightly more corners. Man United seem to have had more shots outside the box with 4 versus Tottenham's 2. Defensive contributions, Tottenham have made more tackles, won more tackles, had more clearances, had more header clearances, won more duels. Tottenham had more passes, more accurate passes, more backward passes, less long balls, more touches inside the box. Man United, when we look at the keepers, Forster hasn't had to make a single save yet, whereas Man United have had to make 2 saves, 2 diving saves, 1 inside the box. It's been a pretty... Oh, there he is. Boy, he's watching the game from far. What are you saying?
Hello, mate.
How'd you make the game, mate? What do you make of it?
It's difficult. I'm sat here with a Man United supporter watching it as well, so I think it's been a bit nip and tuck, if I'm honest. It's not been comfortable, has it?
It hasn't been comfortable, but I think we've been the more comfortable. We've been the better side, right? Is it just me?
Mate,
Statistically, we have been.
Hold on, I'm struggling. I'm going to have to come out and come back in.
You do that, my friend. Right, guys. Si is trying to join us from the pub. If you'd like to join, the link is now in the chat. Members are welcome in. I have to leave that to members because, you know, members, they're loyal, right? They need some perks. But you're welcome, members, if you want to join us for a little chat at half time. Si will be back in a sec. And I think Stu was aiming to join at half time. He's back in time as well. But yeah, we dominate every stat so far. Jelly Bean, our second ever member, he was. Been here since the start, he has. Been here since the start. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Why don't you hop in at half time, mate? Why don't you join us? Go on. You know you want to. But yeah, Spurs dominate all the stats. There he is.
Here we go.
Again.
I'm back. I've got the headphones working now, man.
Good to see you, man. Oh, how's it going? How's the atmosphere at the pub? Are you with more Man United than Spurs?
No, it's a pretty packed pub tonight, but there's only me and one other Man United supporter here. The rest of it is all Christmas parties, and we made them turn off all the music and put the commentary on.
Very good. Is there not like a big Spurs supporters, Man United supporters group? I thought in Basel.
No, Man City have got a massive supporters club out here. When Man City play, you probably get about 15 or 20 fellas in the pub, and they're an official branch of the Man City supporters. So like you get the banners up around the ground, you'll have a Basel City supporters club. I'm pretty much the only Tottenham supporter in Basel.
You are Tottenham Basel.
I am the Tottenham Basel.
You know, every supporters group gets like 5 season tickets, so you should register as Tottenham Basel. Get like 5 season tickets and just have them to yourself.
Yeah, well, they won't let me register because there's already a Swiss Spurs, but they're based in Bern, which is like 2 hours down the road from me. So I'm not going to go down there. I'm not going to go down there. I hate it. Them Bern Spurs.
Oh, mate, we'll outvote them and get you the tickets. Give you the
There we go, mate.
Tattoos looking good though, mate.
It's finished now, man.
It's good.
All done. It's a bit bobbly because I only had the last bit done last Friday. So, but yeah, it's done all right. Yeah, I'm pleased with it.
Nice, mate.
I'm pleased with it. Yeah,
it's good.
Were you a bit nervous at the first half?
Yeah, they had some moments, didn't they, Man United? They're not out of it by any means.
God, they've got us pressed into that corner a few times, haven't they?
They have got us pressed into that corner a few times, yeah. Fernandez is a good player as well.
Yeah.
Hoyland's capable of a goal. Like their squad, their B team is full of 150, 200 grand a week players.
Yeah.
Like they're capable of something, aren't they?
I think Spencer's having a good game, man.
Yeah,
Spencer. He's good on the ball. He got past his man a few times. I think he's doing all right. And I'm just watching the replay for our goal. First of all, their keeper should have put it around the post, really. But then Solanke's so quick onto it, and their defenders are sleeping, man.
They are, yeah. It was poor for them.
Yeah, their defenders are absolutely in a coma for that one. But all round, I think it's been nip and tuck. I think it's been a bit even Stevens. They're not a bad side. The players that they've got are not bad players.
The game is far from over.
Oh,
for sure.
Yeah.
And like our bench is not strong. Their bench is a lot better than ours.
Yeah.
They've got Xerxes, Anana, Mainu, Garnacho, Diallo, and Casemiro. We've got Hardy, Lancashire, Reguilon, Whiteman, Austin. It's not. We've got players we can't really use apart from Johnson. Literally, I think the only player on that bench we can use is Berryvale and Johnson. I think there's no one else there we can use. Yeah. Whereas they've got 5 players they could use off their bench. So we need to be careful.
I think you'll see Berryvale and Johnson come on second half, but not till about 70 minutes, I wouldn't have thought. He's not going to want to change it up too quickly. You could see maybe Maddison, because I think we're going to need to be a bit stronger in the middle of the park towards the back end of the second half. And I think you'll see Maddison come off, Decky drop into the middle, Johnson go on the right, and maybe Berryvale coming on for Basuma at some point.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. By the way, we've got Sean the Gooner Slayer on in a different colour today.
What's he got on today? I can't make it out. I can't make it out on my phone. He's all white.
Yeah, this is Ed. Hold on.
Oh, all right.
Ed from... Oh, you're that guy.
That guy.
I wore that to bed once with my wife, and it didn't really work. It didn't really work out.
Stop it, James.
It didn't really work out.
Just for the long tongue, was it?
Yeah, that's our other podcast. That's our other podcast.
Okay, that one's $9.99 a month. That's an expensive podcast.
That's super members only.
Yeah, that pays the bills. That one.
That's OnlyFans. I think that one, isn't it?
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Good to see you there, Sean. What do you make of the half, mate?
I haven't seen that much. I saw about 25 minutes. I think Sai's right. We do need more in midfield. And I can imagine the young, is it Ahmed that's comes in?
Ahmad.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to bring him on at one point. That's going to give us a bit of a headache against Spence on his weaker side.
Yeah.
Spence has been good though.
He's still doing a job down there. I think, yes, it's his weaker side, Sean, but I don't think it's a weakness, if that makes sense. It's weaker, true. But he's still strong.
I mean, and Ahmed has the tendency to come inside, so it's going to bring him on his stronger foot. So there you go.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's see. Listen, Jim, I'm going to sign off and go back into my pint, mate. So
enjoy.
Listen, right, and listen, I'll see you Sunday, yeah?
See you Sunday.
See you Sunday, brother. Ta-da.
All the best. Up the Spurs.
Go on, Spurs.
Bye. Good to see you, Sean. How you doing, mate?
I'm very well, thank you. Yes, I am back at work. I had the weekend off, so Sunday watching Tottenham win was an amazing day, actually.
Oh, mate, nice to have a rare weekend off, because I guess you always miss the football with your working weekends.
Yeah.
So it must be very nice to get a little break and
mind you, I do
enjoy it.
Yeah, on the other side though, if we lose when I'm at work, then it doesn't bother me the same way. You know, when you kind of like you arrange your day, you get a babysitter for the kids so that you can watch the game, and then they put in a terrible performance, and you're like, oh, what a waste.
I know, mate. And you think that was my 2 hours of fun tokens for the whole week wasted. Absolutely wasted. And that's the story of it, yeah. But
given that, there hasn't been one game, even the Palace and in Ipswich, none of them has been as miserable as Conte's.
No, that's so true. The whole tenure of Ange has been significantly more positive than Conte's, Stellini's, Mourinho's, Mason's, all of it. It's been infinitely better. Even today, you'd say it's not a great performance. It's like not a bad performance, especially compared to those eras. So and today, weirdly, I found it quite a pragmatic performance. Like we haven't been all out attack. It's been quite a sensible game so far. My opinion.
I saw like some interesting. I don't know whether you caught it from James, but it's the Premier League.
James Alcott.
Yes. Yeah. About the running stats in that we run more during our losses. And that was a very interesting stat that he brought up.
I didn't realize we ran more on our losses than our wins.
Yes.
I didn't see the whole video. I saw the start of it and I thought, to be honest, oh, same old. It'll be Ange, his teams press a lot. Kulusevski's wonderful, blah, blah, blah. And I kind of tuned out. I didn't watch the whole video. That's interesting. So what's he saying? That in the games we lost, our players actually ran more miles than when we won?
Yeah, they ran a lot more. Their intensity was actually, the sprints were a lot more. And so basically it was kind of like, I think the point is that they were losing control of those games because you know what, I'm sorry, I've got to jump off.
You've got to go. Go, mate.
Yes.
See you in a bit.
Okay.
See you later.
Ciao.
Cheers. Bye. Good to see you, Sean. Thanks for hopping in. Hey, Greg. Good to see you, mate. Hope it's all good down under. Danny, good to see you, man. By the way, are you a subscriber? I know I see you all the time in the comments. Well, make sure you don't have the little subscriber sign on my thing. Often the app just misses it out. If you're not, join the club, mate. Spurs is so good. Thank you, Sean. Are you a different Sean to Sean Laguna Slayer? I hope you are. So Spurs have had definitely the more dominant half versus our competitors in Man United today. With the challenge we have is it's the bench, isn't it? You look at our bench. You don't know how to do it, Danny. Greg's coming on to join us. Greg, good to see you, mate. How are you? I don't know if your internet's a bit slow.
All right, Jim.
There you go. Your internet's a bit behind, but good to see you.
Yeah, it's a bit commitment. At least I'm getting up at a decent hour. It's 8 o'clock in the morning here, so that's good.
That's a lot better, mate. At least you can enjoy us with a bacon sandwich and a coffee rather than being completely bleary-eyed.
Can you hear me?
But yeah, I can hear you. It's just a huge lag. I think probably because we're about several thousand miles apart right now. But yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me at all?
I think it's cutting out. I'll type to you, Greg. I can't. I think the internet's just too slow. I can't quite get hold of you. We'll sort it out in a second. 1 second. I'll message you on offline. Yeah, sorry, Greg. I can't. The internet's just not working for some reason. That's a shame. Probably because we're 8,000 miles apart. But we need to get you on some fibre, mate. Sean says the bench is going to be the difference. I'm going to try and bring Greg back in. Greg, can you hear me? Can you hear me? You back? Oh, I think it's just a bit of a lag there.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you, mate. How are you doing?
Can you hear me? Very well. It's decent hour, only 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, much better hour for you, mate. Enjoy the bacon sarnie with the game.
Can you hear me?
It's massively lagged, Greg. I'm going to have to... hey, Greg. It's just... Let me message him. I'll sort that out. Danny, I'll get my son to help me. Help you of what? You coming on the show? Oh, no, how to subscribe, sorry. Just go like under the little... Where you're watching us on the screen, there's a little subscribe button on the left. You just click that. On the bottom left, just below the video on the left, I think it is. I wonder if Werner is too upset to play. You know what? How have I just realised this? Werner isn't even on the bench. How have I just realised this? So Werner is now seen as less important than the fact we've got Alfie Whiteman and Brandon Austin on the bench. He's seen less important than our fourth choice goalkeeper. Wow. That is not good for Werner. Not good for Timo at all. Right, into the second half we go. Let's do the Spurs. Come on, Spurs. Right, let's do this. But yeah, it's good to see you down here. 8 a.m. here, yeah, exactly. What's for breakfast, Greg? Coys says hyper noise. Let's do it. Is there like, in England you have full English, in Ireland you have full Irish, in Scotland you have full Scottish. What do you eat in Australia? Because we're quite close in how we do things. 2 more goals would be nice, says hyper noise. Do you think we'll see Werner's low? I think yes. Before today I would have said no, but the fact that he's behind Austin in the pecking order shows to me his time is done. I think that is it. Vegemite, says Ren. You're going to have Vegemite for breakfast? Marmite is better than Vegemite. Dare I say it? I definitely just woke up my son and I am in the shitter. But Tams as well. Tim Rams. What's a Tim Ram? What's a Tim Ram? I don't even know what that is. 2 more goals would sure be nice indeed. I can't believe I only just noticed that Werner's not on the squad. That is amazing. Did not even make the bench. Right, let's do this. Come on, Spurs. Why is my game gone? Oh! Yes! Kulusevski! Kulu. 2-0 Tottenham. 2-0 to the Spurs. Get in there. I've definitely woken my son up in the process, and it was so worth the backlash that I'm going to receive. It was won by Jed Spence, who crosses it wide to Sonny. Sonny on the left. He drives forward with the ball, crosses it to Maddison, who slots it in beautifully. Man United defender tries to clear the ball, fails miserably, like a miserable Man United scene. Type of, and Kulusevski's there to whack it in. Brilliant. Well done, Spurs. It is 2-0 to the Tottenham, and I think it might be time to start resting a couple of players in this game. If we can get a third, or I think actually we'll try and get the 60-minute 2 up, and then bring off a couple of players. Had some nice rice bubbles and some slices of toasters, Greg. Sounds lovely. And welcome, Ren. I'm not sure we've really seen you as a regular on here, so good to have you on. Are you Spurs in Australia or are you Spurs in the in Europe? Good to know. We've got a nice strong group of Aussies here, which is good fun, and intrigued to see which side of the world you're in. Oh, gone. Sonny with the ball back in the Man United third. Oh, it's called up as a foul, and it wasn't even a foul. Amrin looks a bit like a PE teacher, doesn't he? You've got to give him time, but he looks a bit frazzled. Hypnotised 3 eggs for breakfast. Sorry, mate. Boss needed a word. That's all good, Sean. Work over pods always. Although I would love to do both. If I had 500 members, I could quit my job and do this full time. But hey, I enjoy my job. It's a good company. Good job. But yeah, 500 members. You want to help me out? Right. I'm going to grab a coffee and a sausage roll, says Ren. But Ren, are you in about to have a breakfast in Australia? Yes, you're in Australia as well, Ren. As well as as long as Hype Noise and Greg. Nice. Right, Spurs pushing up for another goal. Oh, Kulu with the ball to off Martinez. Basuma wins the ball. Now third. To Basuma. To Sarr. Sarr is such a player for his age, though, isn't he? You're in Queensland. Oh, nice one. Beautiful part of the world. Good for you. Not jealous at all when it's blustery, grey, and cold where I am. I do overlook some nice countryside. Still, it's not nice. Australia's. Go on, Biss. Spence. Right. Spurs win the ball back and they're in third. The thing I like about you Aussies, Greg, as well, is we all enjoy a cup of tea, don't we? We all enjoy, and you are the only other country in the whole world, that knows how to make a cup of tea properly. The English and the Aussies are the only ones who know how to do it properly. So, no offense to the rest of you, your cups of tea are just below par. They're just below par. They're just not good enough. I'm sorry. You try your fancy flavours, they can't beat a cup of English breakfast tea. The Aussies and the Brits, they get the perfect amount of milk in there, perfect amount of strength. Oh, Sonny's attacking the left. Sonny is attacking the left in the box. Lays it out to Sarr. Lays it out to Basuma. Going to pass it across to Porro. Porro bears down on Fernandez. He looks to take him on. He doesn't. He passes it to Kulusevski instead, who looks down on Fernandez. He thinks, no, I'm going to pass it back to Basuma. Pass it back to Sarr, about 40 yards out now from the box. It's back to Biss. Spurs are looking for a gap to play it through into the box. Basuma beats his man in Ericsson. Pass it to Maddison. It's a free kick to Spurs. 40 yards out. Madison takes it quickly. Pass it back to Sarr. To Basuma. To Sarr. Who passed it wide to Archie Gray. Who passed it to Sonny. Decides not to take his man, but to cut inside. Who passes it to Solanke. Solanke drives it forward with 30 yards out again. Passes to Sonny with 10 yards out on the left now. Taking on his man on the left wing to Spence. Spence to Madison. Oh, he just overcooked that pass. There was a great opportunity there. You're raised with a proper cup of tea. Yes, it's such a simple skill, Ren, but it's kind of thing when you watch someone else doing it wrong, you're like, how are you getting it so wrong? And you go on holiday, you go to a nice part. I know you guys probably to Southeast Asia, you go to, Thailand or something, you get these rubbish flavourless tea bags, and they're just rubbish. Tim Tam are a biscuit. Oh, nice. Yeah, I actually have heard Vegemite, which is the Australian version of Marmite, is actually better than Marmite. Dare I say it out loud? Most people who compare the two say your Vegemite is much better. So I will try it one day. 5-minute draw for a cup of tea. Good old gumboot. Yeah, there you go. That's why I love the Aussies. A lot in common, really. An American friend tried to make tea once. By the end of it, it looked like they had used milk. It was all white. Yeah, it's pathetic. They can't make a good cup of tea in America. They can't. If an American wants to make a cup of tea, I will say no, because I'd rather not drink it, because I'll go make my own. Thank you very much. American water in the microwave. Yeah, disgusting. Right, Ren. Quite right. Vegemite is a yeasty snack. It is delicious yeasty snack. How do people get so wrong, Ren? I don't know. But back to the football. Spurs driving forward. Solanke drives forward, about 30 yards out to Kulusevski. Oh, beautiful skill for Kulusevski. A little Rabona type pass there, but it just missed Solanke. But Spurs are playing some nice football today. You can certainly tell they've been asked to play with less intensity than normal, but they're still putting in a really solid, controlled performance. It's amazing that a manager without a plan B, C, or D has played a plan B, C, and D in the last couple of weeks when he's full of injuries. So well done. Hyper Noise with the Solanke sticker. Well done, mate. That is one of our members' exclusive features. Go Spurs. Solanke, through on goal, Solanke. It's 3-0. It's 3-0. Solanke, get in there. 3-0 to Spurs. I think we can finally start to relax. It's a beautiful performance. It's a beautiful game. We're in potentially to the semi-final of the Bauer Cup. It's going to be a tough draw in the semis. There's some big games. There's Newcastle United. There's Arsenal. There's Spurs. And there is, let me tell you, we are in the quarterfinals, right? Carabao Cup. Let's see. Full match schedule. Yes, we've got Newcastle, Liverpool, Tottenham, and Arsenal. Oh, it's quarterfinals. Chelsea, City. Is that right? That is some big teams in there. Very big teams in there. Well done, Spurs. Well done, Spurs. Good result there. Oh, no, wait, I'm wrong. There is the quarterfinals. So the semi-finals will be Newcastle, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Spurs. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong dates. Good to be in a semi-final, though. That's big. I've got a weird feeling we're going to play Arsenal in the final. I've got a weird feeling it's going to be Newcastle in the semi. Spurs are going to win that. And it's going to be Arsenal in the final. And if we were to beat Arsenal, Howard, you and your 94% chance stat, it's not 94% chance now, Howard, because it was 94% chance when we lost it last time he said this. So now it must be 92%, if I'm being honest. Amarin looks frazzled and frustrated. I feel for him, man. Ten Hag has destroyed their last 3 transfer windows with terrible signings. Mason Mount and Anthony. You mean combine those two for 150 million quid? Baffling. Listen to that chant. What is happening now? I'm going to get the chant on. It's good now, isn't it? Romping through is Kulusevski there. Come on, Spurs. Let's get behind the team. Three no must be 9 times. I think it is about that. I'll tell you. I can tell you the odds of Tottenham winning this game right now. No, I can't. Normally has the odds here, but it doesn't stand. But yeah, it must be about 90%. God, Spurs. Kulusevski. What a bloody player. What a leader. It's certainly who's your man? Right, player ratings so far. Now the Ange chant. I just thing I find weird, like, and I struggle with is a certain portion of our fan base who are deemed as, should we call them the hardcores, bailed on Ange when times got tough. Now they're calling his name again. I just find it so draining, them flip-flopping every week from one side or the other. Just get behind the man. He's the best manager we've had in at least 20 years. And he just needs our bloody backing to get there. Why would you not just get behind the guy? Sky have just put up a good interview with Decky. Yes, I interviewed Rob Daly recently. I had to take down the video because I had a bit too much information on that I needed to edit out, which I will re-edit out. But the key thing was he was saying, like, being in and around the club. Well, Rob's the Spurs media guy, the commentator, and he was saying kind of like he couldn't say much, but he was like, Kulu, he's special. Like his whole personality and aura he brings around the club is just like different, and he's just a complete winner. He doesn't have. It's almost like talking to a robot, like talking to a cyborg. He's just so focused on winning and being the best. He's an amazing guy. The other 1% was when we played West Ham. Yeah, yeah, true. 1% we lost. Agree, Greg. Of course, Spurs. I mean, would you take 3-0 right now? Switch it off? Probably would. Spencer's impressed is Sean 2.0. You are no Sean the Gooner Slayer, but you are a Sean. He has impressed Sean. He's been good. It's been good. What's best? We're doing this with 10 top line players out. That is the thing. Like, look at our bench, Rick. Like, our bench. Let me read this out again. Brandon Austin, Alfie Whiteman, 2 goalkeepers. Sergio Reguilon, a guy that we can't give away for free. Ulysses, a kid we brought out of school. Lancashire, a teenager. Dorrington, another youth player. Burival, another teenager. Hardy, another teenager from our youth team. And then Johnson. Johnson's our only serious option off the bench. That is what we're playing against Man United, the richest, the club, the 3rd richest club in world football. We've got an enormous squad. It's insane. Their squad has got Xerxes, Anana, Mainu, Maguire, Canacho, Diallo, Casemiro. It's getting through this tough patch it's been great so far how we've managed it, but I'm missing so many players. Oh my god, what a save from Fraser Forster. What a save. Okay, I'm going to throw something really controversial out there. I'm going to put a poll out. Right. Now, I don't want you lot being like, oh, you're pitting one against the other, or it's not about which is better. It's about who's having the better period. Can you like the video away, guys? Why is there only 18 likes? Help a man out. Come on. Just quickly click the button. Just quickly click a full screen and just click like, subscribe. Really helps me. Really helps me. Show chat. So I can get this poll up. Chat. There we go. How do I add a poll? How do I add a poll? I want to add a poll. Why is my poll gone? I'm going to have to ask you instead in a second if I can't figure this out. And you're going to have to type it in the comment. Oh, fucking hell, Man United did get the goal. Fuck's sake. Massive error from Forster playing at the back. Game on. It's game on now. I'm going to take away my poll. I was going to ask who's had the better time between the sticks, Forster or Vicario, because I thought Vicario had, but that has just brought Vicario back into the scene. That's a shame. But let's see. Plenty of time to go. We just don't have a bench. We have to see this out properly. It's a shame. It brought them back into it when they didn't need to. Thanks. Yeah, I've been on the lab for Flav, Holly's Hotspurs, Harry's Hotspurs. Is it Harry's Hotspurs? Harry Talk Spurs? Scarfy Talk Spurs. Kings. Is it Kings TV? Kings Spurs Kings TV. Guys. Yeah, those are the main ones I've been on. I've been invited on quite a few lately, but I've deliberately turned down because it's just a crazy busy time of year. Everyone's got family commitments. Everyone's got all that kind of stuff going on. It's mental amount of podcasts to record because you've got to do like 2 or 3 a week. It's busy year end of work. Just have to say, not Spurs Kings TV, that's right. Nice, yeah. Marlon is a good lad. But it's just don't have capacity because especially I'm trying to ramp up our content for our members. I'm trying to bring in some new content that I've been doing some research on and training on to get done in the shorts format. And then I attend the games as well, right? I'm a season ticket holder. So you mix all that together and you're a parent with a wife. It's a lot to fit in. So yeah, I have to turn down some other pods lately. But you have somebody you recommend me come on? Oh, another one we got coming on is Lee Wilmot. That's Ali Gold's boss at Football.London. He said he would come on this month if we wanted him to. Next month, sorry. Wanted him in January. So I'm going to bring him on as well. Should be fun. Spoke to Guesty, but weirdly he just said he doesn't want to go on anyone else's pod. One of their own. Oh, come on, Spurs. Right. They're in the ascendancy now, Man United, but it's still relatively even. It was. And it was because I was going to put a poll out of who's had a better time, Forster or Vicario. We just don't. This is where we struggle, right? We don't have a bench with his injuries, and this is the exact time of the game where you bring on 2 or 3 players to freshen it up, and we can't. I think you bring on Johnson and Bravel, but there's nothing else you can do. And whereas Man United have 5 or 6 players they could bring on, just that. Oh my God, he scored no goal. Assuming he scored no goal, Jesus Christ. It's not 99% now, guys. I'd say it's more like 60%. It's going to be squeaky bum time. It's going to be squeaky bum time. What's happened? Come on, Spurs. God, guys, this is. It's tense. Boy, some good books there for you to recommend in the background. Price of Football by Kieran McGraw. We had him on the pod. He's got a good book on football finance. He doesn't really like Daniel Levy, though. It's fine if you don't. He particularly doesn't like. Just from my observation, he didn't say that. Ange Postecoglou, another good book. Vincent Regaro wrote that. He's up coming on the pod. He actually promoted the pod the other day on his Twitter. We didn't even ask him to. He just listens to it. And he said, hey, listen to West Spurs. So that's nice. Done deals, another good one. You want insight into what's like being a football agent. On this day, Spurs, every day what happened, especially what happened today in the world of Tottenham, back in history. So it's December 19th. Let's see what happened in the world of Tottenham Hotspur. Here we go. December 19th. In 1959, Spurs see off Newcastle United at White Hart Lane, scoring 4 goals without reply. Cliff Jones added a second after Norman scored the first. After the break, Johnny White and Danny Blanchflower scored goals. Spurs won with a comfortable victory. Can I say? Right, I always think Garnacho is a great player. I don't like the fact they can bring him on. Three two, is it? 3-2. What have we done? We're going to give away this lead. We're literally going to lose this game. What are we doing? What are we doing? What the hell happened there? What the hell? What the hell are we doing? Forster. Ever since I went to put that poll out, it's all fallen apart. Forster, no. He was having such a good game. I literally went to click, let's put a poll out to show that Forster might be better than Vicario, and we've messed it up. Man United are going to win this at this rate. That looked almost like deliberate. Absolute calamity from Forster. Oh my God. Disaster. Absolute disaster. Oh my God. Forster. Snatching defeat from the jaws of glory. Oh my God. Spurs, disaster. This is going to be a Man United win now, isn't it? Oh, Spurs. Oh, Spurs. Agree, bingo. It was effing right. Come on, Hypnoise. Right, I'll be positive. It's just the lack of options off the bench we have because of our injuries that make me pessimistic. Oh no, they're through on goal 1. Oh my God, this should be 3-0. It should be 3-0. I agree, Shafak. We need to calm down. There's a long time left. It's still 16 minutes minimum, so probably about 20 minutes. Bingo. No, Ange wouldn't get sacked if he lost this, I don't think, but he would get a ton of stick from our fans because it would just play into the narrative. The thing is, it's nothing to do with the tactics if we lose. It's pure, like, 2 calamity goalkeeper errors, but they would still say it's because of the tactics, those fans who want him out. But I don't think the club would pull the trigger on Ange because of that. Oh, Tottenham, why can't we just have nice things and do well? Why are we not allowed? No, exactly. Happiness not being sacked. No. I agree. Maybe the players just thought it was boring and they're like, let's bring the other guys back into it, have some fun. Maybe. Right, I'm going to need 1 minute while I go get myself another ginger ale. Right. Oh, is it 3-0? Bring that on. Right, back in 1 sec. Man Utd free kick. Just a quick cup drink. 1 sec. Get my ginger ale, guys. Hold the fort. Should I put the 1 minute thing on? Just show you when I'll be back. Hello. Matters off, is it? Sorting the field. Come on, Tottenham. We shouldn't have to be seeing out this game, though. It should be such a comfortable win. Such a shame. Come on, Spurs. Oh, come on, Tottenham. It hurts. Help me, boys. Come on, Spurs. Right, what we got going on now? They've made 5. There's no one we can bring on. I mean, Berryvale's one of our only 2 subs we can make. The others, what? Johnson? That's it. What's happened? Is it 3-0? Is it 3-0? Is it 3-0? It's all kicking off on the WhatsApp group. Is it 3-0? Oh, it's 3-0, isn't it? It's 3-0. I think it's 3-0. Oh, what a bizarre save from Basuma. Not Basuma, Forster, sorry. What a bizarre save. What's going on here? I think they've scored, haven't they? Why is everyone kicking off? Something's happened. Something big has happened. Still 3-2 at 81 and 33. Yeah, I'm 81 and 45. Come on, Spurs. Okay, so Man Utd attacking down the left here. They cross it in. Okay. It was just a bizarre clearance, but yeah, I think there's another goal in this. I think it goes straight to pens, right? Yeah, Forster looks a bit rattled. who's the goalkeeper? He used to the legend at Juventus, Buffon. He's gone from Pete Buffon to Julio Gomez in the space of 30 minutes. This does remind you of the whole Pete Gomez era, but bloody hell, go on Spurs. Come on Spurs. To be fair, this is the first bad 30-minute spell Forster had since stepping in. He's been largely pretty good overall. Lemmy, good to see you, mate. Yeah, Hotspur Hippie's a really good guy. I really like him. He's meant to come on our show, and I was meant to go on his, and we didn't really figure out. And then he kind of seemed to be or something like that. He's not really into like doing guests and stuff, is he? It's not really his thing, but he's a great guy. He seems. All the best to him. It's much down to us having no subspring on because of the injuries. Come on, Spurs. 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 Stay in this. You've got 4 minutes to go. It's going to be so tight. Come on, Spurs. Come on, Spurs. Hang in there, boys. Come on. We've got 3 minutes to go. It's tense. We've given away 2 very easy goals from goalkeeping errors. Come on, Spence. Oh, is that not a penalty? Oh, it's a corner to Spurs. Come on, Spurs. Come on. Let's get this corner in. Let's get the goal. Get the game out of the way. Let's get it done. Come on. Let's get the corner in. Get a goal. Finish the game off. And then forget those Forster errors. I really think the Forster system's harsh. I think he hasn't done that bad. That's the first 10-minute spell he's had since he's joined us. Since he's taken the number one spot because of Vicaria's injury. Oh shit! Oh, Sonny just scored from the corner. Sonny just scored straight from the corner. Oh my god. Um, oh, Sonny from the corner. Brilliant. I don't know if it's a fluke or deliberate or what, but it's in. Oh, well done, Spurs. Whew. Their keeper, we're slagging off our keeper. Their number 2 is fine, is way. Well done, Spurs. Oh, oh, well done, Spurs. Well done, Spurs. Well, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you are, maybe you're not a gentleman or a lady, but Spurs seem to have seen through a game despite being on their absolute knees with the squad, that they actually are willing to troll Man United enough to bring on Sergio Reguilon, who was their third weakest player that have left back themselves recently, now coming on just to troll them. I can't believe there used to be a day where we were worried that Real Madrid would activate Reguilon's £40 million release clause. That seems a long time ago. Well done, Spurs. It's a key win, right, guys? It's massive to go through in this cup. I think, as we said before, I would much rather win win the League Cup this year and come 10th than I would come 4th and not win a cup. I got people saying now that we didn't play defensive enough. I'm like, what are you on about? That's mad. Oh, come on, Spurs. What a bloody win. Delighted with that. Well done, boys. It's a great win. I'll take that considering the injury crisis. That is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I think we had... How many teenagers do we have in our squad today? We have Gray. We have... Yeah, Hardy, Lancashire, Whiteman. Yeah. I think it's 8 teenagers in the squad. 8. That is insane. That is insane. Come on, Spurs. See this game out. Finish it off. Come on. I've literally lost my keyboard, so I can't respond to some of this. Come on, Spurs, see it through. I still want it absolutely bizarre people saying it's in-game management. I'm just like, have you not seen this? 4-3 Man United. They're still in it. They're still in it. They're still in it. It's 4-3. Johnny Evans with the fucking goal as well. Embarrassing. Come on, Spurs. Come on, Spurs. See this game out. Come on, Spurs. Come on, Spurs. Come on, Spurs. See this out. See this out. Come on. Come on. Well done, Spurs. Won it. Into the quarters. Into the semi-finals. Into the semi-finals. Well done, Spurs. A key win today, guys. Man of the match for you. Who was it? Who was man of the match? Who was man of the match for you? Here it was. I'll go for the player ratings now. I'll go for, let's start at the goalkeeper. Fraser Forster. So good up until the errors. That's what makes it so hard. So good up until the errors. So you've got to give him a 6. Before those errors, he was a 9, a 10, and he went down to a 6. Or a 5. Even a 5, because you gave away 2 goals. But you were literally an 8 before those errors, Forster. Porro was probably a 7 for me. Spence, you were an 8. You were our best defensive player. Oh, actually, Spence and Gray, 8 each. Dragson a 7. Sarah 7. Basuma 6.5. 7, 6.5. Sonny a 7. Madison a 6. Kulisevsky a 8. Slanky an 8, I'd say. What do you say, guys? Do you agree? Anyone disagree with that? Anyone different view? Yeah, I think it was a fantastic win overall. Yes, it wasn't perfect, but it was a win all the same. Up the Spurs, roll on the weekend. We have a huge game against Liverpool coming up, and it won't be easy. Kudo 8, yeah, so Kudo's an 8, Sonny's an 8, Spencer 9, I'd agree, have noise. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up tonight. Up the Spurs, good performance, good win, roll on the semi-final. We did need that win, Sean, the Gooner Slayer. I think these cup wins are more important than the league wins for Spurs at the moment. But anyway, I have to jump. Up the Spurs.